Hey everyone, we're your hosts,
Emily,
Danielle,
and Kaylee, and you're listening to Girl Let's Yap.
Hello everyone. It's been going here.
It's been a time. It's been a time. How has it been for you, ladies?
The sun is out.
I
know, it's so nice today, actually. For the first time in forever. It's been freezing. Yeah.
I almost went into a Frozen song.
Oh my goodness.
I did
know.
No, honestly, I feel my seasonal depression, slowly melting away, lifting off of my skin.
Yes.
Oh, gosh. It's been tough.
Yeah,
It's been a long, cold, lonely winter, if you know what I mean.
Yes, I was going to say, I've used that song plenty of times because it's
Can we just say,
perfect.
I definitely manifested the sun coming out the other day. I sang Here Comes the Sun in 3 of my sessions.
I
said, listen, I'm so sick of this, whatever's outside. So we're going to talk about the sun. And then literally as I'm singing it, the sun opens, the clouds open, and the sun is out. And I'm like, it was me. I'm a witch.
Did it.
It was me. Thank you, everyone.
I just wiggled my nose.
Oh my goodness.
I use that song too much, and you'd think I would stop messing up the lyrics, but for some reason,
they're all the same though. I mean, it's all the same. I don't know what order they go in.
I just trip up my words.
Well, and I feel like you can kind of change it up and make it your own anyway, but
It's always funny, because my one kid who I use it a lot with, he goes, and I go, you caught me.
Well, they know. Yeah.
Clocked it.
And I'm like, I'm sorry, I messed it up. And he starts laughing at me even more. I'm like, I'm glad you're laughing at my mistakes.
I did that with Benson Boone's Beautiful Things one time, and I didn't hit the beat drop. And I was like, oh no, what is it? Let me try again. And she's like, I know, I didn't hit it. I was scared. I let my fear take over, and my voice choked. I was like, I don't know where that note is. I've never heard her.
But then you can just laugh about it and be like, you know what? Whatever.
Never heard her.
I feel like half of our kiddos will just laugh with you, not completely at you.
Yeah.
But if you want to laugh at me, it's okay. I mean, I'm laughing at me too.
I know. Yeah. I think that's honestly my second job as comedian.
Yes.
Constantly. Yeah.
Yeah. What else has been going on? Anything?
I don't think much, really.
I got my brain scanned this week.
Oh
yeah, and it's normal.
Well, I wouldn't qualify it as normal, but it's healthy.
There you go.
Yeah. There's nothing wrong with it. Physically.
It might be high.
Physically. Have you ever had an MRI before?
Not in a long time.
When I was younger, yeah. It's been a while.
Well, so you have to take everything off that's metal. And I had to take my glasses off. And so I was like, well, if I'm not allowed to see, I'm just closing my eyes because there's no reason for me to have them open. I can't see anyway.
Yeah.
So I literally just laid down, and they give you earplugs because the machine is so loud.
I was going to say,
and then they put these cushions against your ears because it's so loud. But then my brain, because I'm a musician, is making music out of the robot noises of the MRI machine.
Oh, no. I be picking out the pitches.
And so, I'm making music with the beats and all of it, and I'm jamming in my head. But then I am so in a flow state that I start to kind of dream. There's pictures and thoughts flashing in front of my eye, in my vision as my eyes are closed.
Because you have to stay so still. Yeah. What are you gonna do?
Yeah. So I just basically took a nap, and I was the nurse was like, "How was it? Were you okay?" And I said, "I mean, I got a 20-minute nap in the middle of my day, so that's pretty good for me."
Nice.
Yeah.
No, it's not scary unless you make it scary.
I just remember I was like, what is this machine?
There is a healthy fear of it. I don't want to invalidate that fear because it is. I did almost panic. Most of the reason why I had my eyes closed was because I was a little afraid that if I had them open, I would realize how closed of a space I was in.
And then you would have wanted to move. And,
I remember trying to look as far back as I could. Because I was like, what's back there? And then I started moving. I was like, oh, they're gonna have to restart.
No.
They gave me a panic button. Oh. Because I have a permanent bracelet, and so I couldn't. Okay. I said, you can cut it off if you need to, and they're like, nah, we can leave it on. But they're like, it might get hot. So we're going to give you this panic button, and in case it starts heating up, you need to squeeze it, and we'll take you out, and we'll take it off. We don't want to have to start and stop. So,
Right.
I mean, thankfully it didn't get hot, but I was like, oh, no.
I know.
Tell me, I'm going to panic.
Yeah.
Quite an experience.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh. That's a lot.
In case
It
you ever
is.
were wondering what that's like,
Yeah.
there you go. Other than that.
Well, you had a more eventful week than us.
Yeah.
I don't think we
Absolutely.
found ourselves at an MRI.
No.
Did you find yourselves anywhere else fun?
I
What
actually
was this week?
have forgotten
That's
everything
what-
I've ever done in
That's
my
what
life.
I was saying. I'm like, I mean, I remember all my sessions, and they're always extremely fun.
It's April.
Yes.
April
I
3rd.
need to do that too. April 3rd.
Oh, no.
I've just been following my cat around, watching her go into a new spot. She was so naughty last night.
Oh.
She went on the nightstand. She went on the dresser with the TV. She jumped up and knocked all the things off and fell off herself. That was quite funny.
Silly.
She was underneath my bed with like her back is on like the ground and she's just like crawling, like snaking herself around. It's the funniest
no.
thing. But like I don't know what she was doing. She tried climbing on another dresser and I'm like, what is happening? And then she was like at the foot of the bed trying to like jump up like underneath the blanket and then like under to go at my like feet. She did and she laid down and then she was gone. I go, what is happening? This has been 5 minutes.
She's a terror.
She's usually pretty fine. She just wanted to play.
Danielle's cat's name is Cleo.
Cleo.
We should put like a picture of Cleo.
I will
Yes.
attempt to put a Cleo picture.
We're
She
still
was-
new at this whole editing thing.
She
so.
was in one of my reels.
I was gonna say, was she in that?
She
reel?
was in the
Yes.
reel. That's Cleo.
Yep.
Yes. She's so sweet.
She's
Kitty.
gonna be a year old.
Oh my
on May
goodness.
That's
Cinco de
next.
Mayo.
She got so
Next-
big so fast.
She's pretty big.
Like a big cat.
Big girl.
Kitty.
Did you get a new comforter?
Yes. I don't want to talk about it.
Okay, we won't need to talk about
There's
it.
a water main break that I didn't know about it.
Oh.
And it stained my very white comforter brown. Very bad.
Yeah.
But Cleo loves the new blanket, so.
Oh, well, there you go.
Good.
Yeah.
It was all just because she needed a blanket.
Yes.
That's
Yes.
really why it happened.
It's fine.
Oh.
But yeah. Should we get into what's happening today?
Sure.
Absolutely.
We've decided that we're going to talk about some of the myths of music therapy.
Myth busting.
Myth busting.
Those Ghostbusters. Yeah.
Same thing.
Perfect.
We're running the
We're,
ghosts of
we're
music.
busting the ghosts of music therapy
Yes.
past.
Yes.
We're just the Scrooge and we're taking
The
you on a
Scrooge.
journey.
Past, present, and future myths.
Yes.
Debunked here today on Girl Let's Yap. Will be a historical document at this point.
Yeah. I love it.
Love it. So we each came up with like a handful of myths. We don't know what
Yeah, they
each
might
other
overlap,
wrote.
so we'll see.
So we'll see how many we actually end
There's
up
a
having.
lot of like common ones that will probably be.
Yes.
Yeah.
I also just have to disclaim, we have the blinds open in the room that we're in today, and there are birds flying around outside, and so if you see me look up, I am so distracted by the birds.
You're talking, so a myth.
So, whoa. They're big birds, too. I don't know what kind is happening, but, that's why. That's why.
I wasn't looking at it.
I wasn't
until you
looking until
mentioned
now.
it.
I know. I'm
No.
Should we take a break and close the blinds?
It's okay. It's
Okay.
The sunlight.
Okay. Who wants to start? I think Danielle should
Doesn't
start,
matter.
because this
Oh,
was
okay.
her idea.
Oh, what did I even write? We can start.
Oh, wait, we were going to talk about...
I was gonna say, do we
yeah.
start the difference?
Yeah.
Alright, so there is music therapy, and what is called as well is therapeutic music. Oftentimes you'll see any musicians can go maybe into like a nursing home and play for people, that would be more a therapeutic music. Music therapy, kind of what we talked about in our last episode, is we are board certified. We have goals we are working towards.
We're an evidence-based practice.
That as well. So we have all these other things that we are focusing on a session. Not to discredit what a therapeutic musician is doing, but there's just some differences along that lines.
I think the main difference is like what they're there to do.
Yeah, more or less it was like relax, I would say. Just kind of comfort with music.
I mean, everybody says music is so therapeutic. So
Yeah.
if you think of it that way and like how you might use music personally to calm yourself down or to, you know.
Yeah, so like anybody kind of could
Yeah.
indulge in a therapeutic music of like listening in the car. That's your therapy for music-wise. But
Right.
we have so many goals that we can work on.
Yes, and we're credentialed and we have degrees to be doing what we're doing, so.
Big things. Do you want me to do a myth and then we'll...
Yeah, we'll go around and
Share?
we'll share some myths and then we'll just debunk them as we go.
Yeah. So I think my first one is music ability or talent is needed to participate. That is a big myth. You do not need any music abilities at all. I think a lot of people get scared of like not coming to music therapy or thinking someone might benefit from it because they don't know how to play an instrument.
Yeah, like, or I can't sing, so I can't do it, but it's really like all about kind of expressing yourself. And
Well, because we can do so much other. We can just improv. You can play whatever you want on the piano, and like that's how you're expressing your voice in that moment. We can just songwrite. You don't have to sing the song, but you can come up with your own song lyrics. We can do some lyric analysis, talk about our feelings in that way, figure out what's been going on. There's so many other ways, and we could learn instruments at the end of the day. You could learn a whole new instrument. So don't be afraid.
I do have one client and they did not want to play instruments during one session and his reason was, I think it needs a little work.
Oh.
And I said, no, just as long as you're having fun, that's all that matters. Right. So as long as you're engaging with me, that's all that I care about. And he just kind of bobbed his head, and I don't think he wanted to play that day. But, you know, you really don't need any talent to do it.
And sometimes we just listen. Like, we just sometimes, if it's just for, like, comforting or quality of care, you're just listening anyways.
Honestly, sometimes there are days where there is little to no music that happens in music therapy.
Yeah. Sometimes you just kind of need to meet them where they're at, too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just like, I feel like it's like the
best
best thing for
No,
us.
you're squeaking. We're squeaking against each other. We found the comfy chairs, but maybe we need not leather comfy chairs.
A little squeaky.
Yeah.
Was there anything else anyone had on that one?
I don't think so.
I think it's kind of self-explanatory.
That was my first one, so
I stole it.
That's okay.
You want to go next?
Sure. I don't remember what I wrote either. I have one that's like a two-parter because it kind of goes together. So, music therapy is not a healthcare profession, and / whatever. Music therapists are not real therapists.
Yep.
Myth. All of it's a myth. Like I mentioned, we are credentialed professionals. We have degrees, bachelor's, master's equivalencies. Some of us have, well, not any of us, but some music therapists have their LCAT, which is a licensed creative arts therapist degree.
Yep. It's working more like mental health settings.
Mm-hmm. And so we've put in the work.
Oh, yes.
We have the training. We, report on our goals. That's what makes us evidence-based. And we very much are a healthcare profession. We very much are a real therapy. I was doing some research in this episode, and I found something that kind of aligned with my thought process on music therapy and the fact that a lot of times actually, I'm going to hold off because that's one of my myths. I forgot.
She's got more for us.
Well, I feel like they all kind of get tied together in some way.
Mm-hmm.
Some of the myths.
Yeah, they're all like cousins.
Yeah. I mean, what was I going to say? For healthcare profession, like we always have kind of been in like a hospital setting. A lot of music therapy is like no one really knows what we are, but we've been around at least since like World War II from like helping like you know the veterans and whatnot. But at least for like people knowing about music therapy, we're still advocating, and that's why we wanted this podcast, especially because a lot of people don't understand what we're doing. But we're in hospitals a lot more.
I mean, to be fair, sometimes we don't understand what we're doing either, which is why I think we have to advocate, especially because sometimes if we're lost, God, I don't want to be the other people trying to figure it out either.
Yeah. So there's definitely, insurance is starting to cover stuff, like all that stuff. And
self-direction covers music therapy.
So we're definitely a billable service in those nature, so it's definitely grouped in there.
Yeah.
And we are real therapists.
Yes.
Yes. It's in my credentials.
It is. What do you got? What's yours?
This might kind of like go into two. I don't know. You kind of already mentioned this a little bit, but it was like people think like that music is just for calming and they can just like listen to a song and then it's like that's like oh that's music therapy. I can just go home and listen to a song like.
Oh yeah, kind of like the phrase of like music is my therapy. I'm like that's so awesome for you, but we're touching on a lot more stuff.
Yes. Right. Well, I don't know if we talked about this at all in either of our first few episodes, but we can work on motor skills in music. We can work on speech goals in music. We can work on social emotional development, like learning social cues and also processing emotions.
Just musical goals, maybe spiritual goals.
There's so
all
much.
The domains.
End of life support. Yep. Sometimes just support, quality of life support. Yeah. So there's all of those things, and that's why we say it's more than just calming music, because we do all of those things. We focus on all of those areas.
Exactly. Like, it may be sometimes, like, for relaxation, but we can use different types of relaxation and, like, use it for, like, anxiety.
And it's like, for a goal.
Right, like we're achieving
and that we're
like
documenting on
goal.
that goal.
Yeah.
It's not just to make you feel better.
Right.
That's a bonus, for sure, but...
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I'm loving it. We got some good myths so far.
I know, I'm trying to think what hasn't been touched. I'm reading yours, and I'm like, this isn't making sense.
Danielle and I are sharing an iPad today because I was like, I didn't charge my iPad, and I'm like, my phone is recording us, so.
Okay. What was my next one? So I had that one. Music therapy is only for kids. Myth.
Right, and that's kind of what we were just, like, getting into, I feel like, when we were talking about, like, it's just for, like... one thing.
Not at all. We can work all the way from NICU, which I believe you need to be potentially additional certification, I believe.
Birth to death.
Yeah. Any age range. I think I also have...
We support people from the moment they come into this world to the moment they leave it.
I'm going to kind of tie this one in. So yes, anyone can receive. But another myth, kind of, is everyone can benefit or should receive music therapy. And yes, we would love it, but we still have to go through an assessment to see if the person actually would benefit, because they might not.
The referral process.
Right. Yes, we have to go through referral, assessment, treatment planning, and then if the time comes for termination, then we would do that. But, what did I write here? Music sometimes can be contraindicated.
I was just about to say, I was literally thinking of that word in my head.
Look at your big word.
I was literally thinking about that just now.
Yeah, because music can be harmful, potentially. If there's a certain song that could be a trigger for a client, if it brings up, like, a really bad event in their life, then that's... Maybe they still can move past that with other songs, but if they can't get past music at all... I remember sometimes for clients, if they played an instrument and then they had a stroke... and now they can't play that instrument. Music is tough. They don't want to be reminded of what they had before, so music might not benefit them. Sometimes that might be a reason that they want to try again, and then we can try. But sometimes music therapy could be harmful.
Yes.
But
And I also think it's important to mention, too, that referring somebody for music therapy just because they like music is not necessarily a reason for referral.
Yes, that's a big one.
But I think that's one thing that, well, I love music, so I could, benefit from music therapy. Well, maybe, but maybe not.
Yeah, that's why our assessment process is so important. Basically, usually the first or a couple, I would say, depending on the environment and setting. The assessment's kind of just determined. We have kind of some things that the therapist will go and see, like, okay, they can use both arms, they're walking on their own, how are their communication?
How are they engaging with another person in the room?
Yeah, like, what goal areas do I think they could benefit from, as well as talking with the parent, maybe even the client if they want to have a say. What goals can we work on?
Mm-hmm.
Is there anything else you got on that one?
My thoughts are real limited today, so I don't think I have any more.
If I wrote anything else. But yeah, we use the acronym how I kind of said it's called RATE. So referral, assessment, treatment planning, and evaluation / termination. So that's kind of the process that music therapists will follow. And our treatment planning is we take those goals and then
work on them.
Yeah, work on them for however long we need, and then say a client moves away, the therapist moves away, they meet all their goals, or if the client unfortunately passes, then termination of services would happen. And then, of course, you'd have some closure sessions if you have the ability. And then we go on our ways, and hopefully you have a great rest of your life.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Going off of that last myth that, I don't know, what was it? That it's for,
For only kids.
For only kids, yes. And we did say it is for everyone, obviously, if it is indicated that they could benefit from that. But my next myth was that music therapy is the same for everyone.
Good.
And
Not good.
Very much is not.
Very bad myth, but good.
Good myth, but not good myth.
Yes.
Yeah, it is very much not the same from person to person. We're
squeaking.
I know, we're squeaking. I don't think today, honestly. Anybody else have any thoughts?
I was gonna say, so from that assessment, like, each client is gonna be different. We all are gonna, maybe you do have the same goal, but how we work on the goal is different to each client. Every client learns a different way.
We all have different needs.
Yeah, so we're gonna change it. So what music therapy is for one client is completely different. Maybe we're working on instrument songs and moving and working on attention for one kid, and then this kid we're working on speech goals. Maybe we're working on...
Or, like, lyric analysis.
Yeah, we're working on emotional goals.
Yeah, like emotional stuff, yeah.
So...
I think that's what draws me to music therapy the most, is because I get to do so many different things.
Oh, yeah.
I'm never doing the same thing every single day in my job.
And you learn so much. Because sometimes if you do get stuck in, like, I'm just doing these interventions, and then you get a new client, and they need a completely new goal set. And you're like, no, I'm challenging my skills to kind of meet you where you need to be. And that's always fun, getting a new client.
And you learn new repertoire.
Yes.
I'm on a repertoire kick this year. I just learned, like, 4 new songs yesterday to add to them.
Oh, yeah.
We were on a Katy Perry kick.
That's good ones.
Yeah, and, like, I knew the songs, but I had never played them before. So now I can add them to my list, and I can pull them out of my pocket when I need them. My goal was 50 to 100, and I think we're already up to, like, 20.
Oh, that's good.
Maybe 15 or 20, so
Okay.
That's good.
we're cruising
That's
along.
really great.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think.
Did you have another myth?
I don't think really. I think it was like what we kind of already talked about, like music therapy versus like therapeutic music. Like, people think it's just for fun and entertainment, but like, again, we're focusing on specific goals using specific music interventions to achieve those goals.
Yeah, kind of tying like the fun. I think that's a fun thing with music, is because kids oftentimes, or just anyone, sees it as something fun.
I mean,
and they're not realizing
it can be fun.
Typically, music is an enjoyable activity.
Because they don't realize, like, we're doing, I don't know, we're doing, like, say, like, freeze dance almost I'm getting you to move certain ways. You're following directions of how to move.
Right. And I was just
We're
gonna say
listening
that.
now for when a freeze comes.
Yeah.
That's pretty big things. And just following directions in songs. And we're just playing some instruments. But you're expressing yourself and how to play and all these
Right.
things. And they think they're having the time of their life.
Mm-hmm.
But little do you know what we're doing.
Yeah. I think
Yeah.
it's interesting. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut
No,
you off.
no, you're good.
I also think it's kind of healing for us too, because I'm sure we all as musicians have had a moment where we were like, I don't want to do this anymore. Like, this is too much. I'm not good enough. This is too stressful. It's, a lot. It's a lot to learn music and to be a musician and to study music. And I think I've at least retrained my brain to look at it as, I get to do this every day.
Yeah.
I get to have this life and do these things, and I get to be the one at the campfire playing the guitar. I get to be that person that, does that fun activity. And so I think that is also healing, and I think that helps us heal the people we work with too.
Yeah. I think it's healing just to think about, like, the fact that you're making, like, a big difference.
Mm-hmm.
No matter
Yeah.
what.
Some days it
doing.
doesn't feel that way.
It doesn't. Some
But
days.
some days
but-
it feels very much that way.
Yeah. I mean, there's going to be days where, like, they're not going to feel all in it. And that kind of goes back to, like, meeting them where they're at.
Yeah. You never know what's going on in their life as well. So sometimes
Right.
they might just be having a rough day, but still they know they can expect what is to happen in music and know they can still come and just be themselves. So I feel like the approach that we pretty much use is always to meet the client where they're at in music. And if you want to lay on the floor today, we're laying on the floor.
And
I will never refuse that.
Yeah, so
My clients want to take their shoes off in the waiting room. Good, let me take mine off.
Yeah.
Here, too.
don't bring the mud in.
I
Thank
know,
you.
Thanks.
I think that makes me feel even, like, better that they're, like, they feel comfortable
That's
and
what I was
safe
gonna
enough
say.
to,
Yeah.
like,
Because they
do
know
that.
they
and
trust
that
us,
they can
you know.
trust us. Yeah, exactly.
So still to know that, like, they're trusted and safe in the environment to feel other emotions than happy.
Yeah.
Like, that's pretty huge for them to know that they're safe enough to express, I'm not having a good day.
Yeah.
Let's talk about it.
Well, and I think something that I tried to teach both of you in your internships was you may be the only calm in their day. You may be the
Right.
only one who hears them in their day. You may be the only one that's a positive part of their day. So it's so important to remember the good that you're doing, even if it's you're screaming at the wall because you're
Yeah.
having such a bad day, or you're like taking it out on a drum because you're having a bad day, but that's so good and that's such a release. And so remembering that you have the power to influence that day, no matter in what way, is super, super important.
Yeah, I think that's, like, the big thing about music therapy is that connection. Like, you may be able to just, like, go home and listen to a song and feel better, but maybe, but
But not
You have
everyone
this-
has that connection to music either.
right.
And I know a lot of my friends don't have that connection, so when I'm very much a speak through music type of person, so I'll send
Right.
songs to my friends, and they're like, oh, that was cool. And I'm like, cool. You didn't get the vocal harmonies. You didn't get the words in the
No.
bridge.
Oh,
You didn't get the
yes.
beat drop. You didn't hear the key change. Like,
Yeah.
and I feel all of it with every fiber of myself. And so, that's really hard.
Yeah, I remember, like, music theory, our first day, our professor was like, you're never going to hear music the same after
No.
you understand everything.
Yeah.
So I'm always in the car, I'm like, so they just did a key change right there, they'd use this cadence. And I was like, you didn't hear all this?
Hence me making up tunes in the MRI machine. There's music everywhere I go. Hence me,
Honestly.
like, making up a tune as I walk because the rhythm I'm walking
It's
in
so
is
fun!
yeah.
And you're testing your improv skills, just
Yeah.
making up skills. You gotta train it.
Mhm. I have no idea what that myth was. That we
I
talked
think
about?
I think it was just about music being, like, fun and being, like,
I think it was it the same for everyone?
You let
or
us
the
know.
same for
Yeah.
everyone. I don't remember.
I don't know.
I'm sorry.
We go on we're gonna go
Our
on
tangents, but they're meaningful.
Meaningful
They are.
tangents.
Oh, I think, what was my last one? I think we already kind of just discussed it, but just as listening to relaxing music. Music is just listening to relaxing music.
Music therapy is just for
That's
listening.
the one.
Listening.
We'll get it. Do it again.
3, 2, 1. Music therapy is just listening to relaxing music.
Whew. Myth. So we've already kind of touched on this.
It's all ties in, honestly. Like,
I have a couple that we haven't touched on.
okay.
So the first one is music therapy produces immediate results.
Ooh.
I wish sometimes it did.
That's hard, because I always feel like sometimes, like, parents are like, music therapy, heard so much good stuff about it, but it's been a couple weeks, and, like, we're still building rapport. Like, we're still getting, because for some kids, like, we're a whole new, I think I've touched on this quite a bit, like, we're in a whole new environment. They still got to be comfortable with us.
Whole new person, whole new environment. Yeah,
because we can't, there's no timeline of when they're going to start, like, doing
and
what
also,
a parent would
we're
like.
kind of different opposed to, like, physical therapy or OT where you have to have a script for it. So usually in PT, well, I'm just going to use PT because I'm in PT right now. So I understand, but, like, they give you a script for an allotted amount of sessions, right?
Yeah.
So that's not us, and we have the ability to do it however long we want. We can have clients for years.
I was going to say.
So, and, you know, sometimes it takes you 3 years to connect with that person.
Like, you have clients that you've been with since you started, right? Like, yeah. I mean.
Yeah. I have clients that were not talking when I started with them, and now they don't stop talking.
Yeah.
So.
Right. I've had that happen.
Yeah.
Too. Yeah.
And to see them grow of all of these things. And you also, like,
amazing.
Goals don't stay the same throughout the whole treatment process
for us,
either.
we do.
I mean, there were goals I've started some of my clients with, and they've accomplished them. So now we get to work on new goals. Or it wasn't working, so we got to shift the focus and do something new. And sometimes, I mean, we're ever growing and evolving as people, so to have something be the same forever is not logical or ever going to happen, really. Wow, I feel like I mic dropped that.
I know. There was just a lot. I was trying to think of what I was going to say. This is immediate results.
No. Sometimes I wish it did. And like, I don't know how to explain that. Like, sometimes it's frustrating when you as the therapist aren't even seeing the effect that you're having.
Yeah.
And you're kind of wishing that there were results. And
yeah, sometimes you almost want it to just, like, to prove to other people.
Yeah.
I find myself when I have, like, a school session and, like, someone's in the room with me that hasn't been in the room, I'm like, I just want you to see, like, how much that music therapy does, like, really affect this client. And sometimes she doesn't want to smile or laugh as much as she usually does.
I can tell you that every time I've had somebody in a school come in that is, you know, a higher ranking individual in the school system, and they see me, I am always having the worst session that I've had, and like, nothing is going right, and then that's what they see.
It's hard
of me, and
just trying to advocate so much for music therapy and be like, yes, music therapy is so awesome.
And like we mentioned in the first episode, we're just humans being humans, treating humans, you know. So we're all going to have difficult days. We might have days where words don't come out right. We might have days where our brains are like, me with the birds right now.
Yeah. I mean, each session's different regardless.
Yeah.
Whatever happens sometimes.
Yeah. I have one more. Do you have any more?
I think we kind of touched on them all.
Okay, I think I have one more. And that is that music therapy can replace traditional therapies.
Oh, okay. That one I didn't have.
That is also a myth. And this is what I'm bringing back to when I said I have something else to say. So, I like to think of it, especially in a school setting, is that we are a complementary service and we support all of the different services and what they need. You know, I like to work as somebody who's done IEP sessions and been a part of an IEP team, I like to collaborate with those therapists and say, what do you see in your sessions and how can I support those goals? And, you know, very rarely are we working on musical goals in music therapy, so we have to depend on those other therapists to kind of help. Well, not we depend on them, but we have to work with them to guide our treatment plans as well.
Especially for an IEP team. Like, we're all trying and working together for this client. So how can we all come together?
Yes.
So that's... Have we mentioned that we can co-treat?
I love co-treating.
I
need a sticker, a bumper sticker that says, I love co-treating.
Because that kind of, like, ties in that, like, you're not necessarily working them on a session, but, like, different IEP teams take a different approach.
Yes.
I'm not going to remember all the approaches names.
I do have one co-treat in my caseload right now, and it is the best time of my week because I get to be a professional with another professional, and I'm learning from her and she's learning from me, and we get to engage in playful music together with our client in this shared joy that we have, and we are so on our client's team that we, like, there is nothing that gets in the way when we are locked in and like on her team.
Yeah.
And it is one of the best hours of my week when I get to go to that co-treat. And because you're supporting humans, and I think that brings us way back to the beginning, and we just want to foster that connection with people. And how special is it that we get to foster that connection with people in the sessions across so many different professions.
Oh, yeah.
It's so fun co-treating because we both can work on our own things, but then music kind of worms its way in and helps out.
Well, and it's fun too because sometimes, you know, one person, like a PT, OT, SLP, anybody could be working on a goal, and then music comes in, and sometimes we have the trick that makes it click.
I mean,
ooh, that's a phrase. We have the trick that makes it click.
I mean, I think because music can hit both sides or hemispheres of our brain. Most other things can only target one. So we can kind of connect both pathways, neuroplasticity. We can rewire the brain a little bit. So it's pretty cool how we can help out or just do it on our own. Was there anything, I kind of cut you off during your myth part. Now you're talking about the traditional therapies. Do you have anything else?
I think the only thing I was going to say is that it's so important to remember to consider every other therapy that you may need and not just think of music as the therapy.
I think you could say that for every therapy. Like, just, this physical therapy is all I need. Maybe it's not. Don't be afraid of additional support. And don't be afraid... I lost my thought. Just don't be afraid to reach out and help yourself. I think that was it.
Yeah. Well, we really myth busted today.
Absolutely. That was a lot.
There's probably a lot more
There
out
could be a lot more, but I know those are like the very common ones.
If you have any questions about music therapy and you want us to myth bust them, if it's maybe something you've heard about music therapy or something that you have like a concrete thought on that you are wondering if that's, you know, really what it is, you should drop them in the comments or come find us on our social medias and we will help you myth bust them because
we love a good myth busting.
I can't stop. Mythbusters!
Yeah!
Is this gonna get copyrighted?
Oh no.
It wasn't like 30 seconds, right? Is that?
No. You really think I sounded like that song?
Actually, I was nothing like that.
No. I don't even know who that is. What that is.
Me either.
What? Never.
What were you talking about?
Who are you?
Who are you? Where are we?
Who am I?
So, with that said, we will leave. knew we were gonna lose it after one episode.
Thank you guys for joining us on
Thank
this
you.
Mythbusters episode. We are so glad you are liking the podcast. We've had a few people reach out to us saying that they're enjoying it. So if you are enjoying it, feel free to reach out, comment. I know we mentioned in our email last week that you could send us emails with questions. We would really love to do a Q&A with all of you.
Yes.
So you can find us on Facebook at girl, let's yap, ! And I think Instagram at girl,
Just-
let's yap.
Yeah, I think it's just.
And then, I don't know, what is our email? girlllet'syap@gmail.com, I think.
You know, I just realized, did we put anything in the description of the last?
You know what? We're new to this. We're going to do that if we haven't already.
Because then we could just link the socials in the.
Yes.
I don't think we did.
Yes. Well, look us up. We're Girl Let's Yap.
It'll be
It's
down
a
there
big
somewhere.
pink cover with our faces on it. So if you see that, you've come to the right place.
Where chaos ensues.
Yes. Always and forever.
I think we gotta go.
I think we gotta go.
Yeah.
All right. We will see you next time. Goodbye.
Bye.